How'd you get a scar like that, tough guy, fighting xenomorphs? Today we're taking a look at Hiya Toys Exquisite Mini Aliens vs. Predator Scar Predator. Welcome back. Now before we get the Scar Predator out of his packaging and take a look at him, my question for you is, which do you prefer, Alien or Predator? Obviously I love both, but I gotta side with Alien. It's the franchise that I grew up with. I saw those before Predator and they're just so cool. But which do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. So taking a look at the packaging, your standard Hiya Toys window box here. The Predator. You see the Alien on the side, Predator on the other side, on the back, your standard write-up, and a couple of promo pictures of the figure. So let's get him out of the package and see how he looks. Now with the Scar figure out of his packaging, we'll start by measuring him up. So using the tape measure, we can see that he stands just under 4.5 inches tall, and in centimeters, just under 12. So again, these are 3 3/4 scale figures, similar to the G.I. Joe or the old Star Wars figures. So we'll move Scar Predator out of the way for a second, and we'll take a look at his accessories. So first, he comes with this base. Usually this style of base comes with the Alien figures, but they've decided to include it with the Predators for this line. It's got a peg hole there where you can peg in the Predator. On the bottom, we see these little notches along all 4 sides. The figure comes with 2 of these little H brackets, which you can put on any side, and then attach another similar base from another Alien or Predator figure, and create kind of a diorama out of that. Moving ahead to his weapons, he is throwing off the focus. We come with a collapsed version of his spear, very different from the one we saw the Predator 2 Predator use. You can see nicely detailed and painted. He also comes with the fully extended version of the spear. This is a little bit fragile. It's got a little bit of a bend in it, so you will want to be careful when handling it. He also comes with his bladed weapon here. Not sure if you would call that a glaive. Maybe. It doesn't collapse or anything. It is just like in its fully extended mode. He also comes with 2 other hands. The first, a right hand, which can be used to grip the glaive there. Ooh. It holds it very well. He also comes with a left hand in more of a splayed open hand position. Turning to the Scar Predator himself, you can see Hiya Toys has done a really good job of capturing the likeness of this Predator. Of course, the design for Alien vs. Predator is quite different from Predator 1 and 2, much more muscular, a lot more armored, and all the Predators in the film were more uniform. There wasn't the variety that we saw in Predator 2. Starting at the top of the head, you can see the titular scar on his mask there. Really nice metallic looking paint job for all the metal bits here. Very shiny. You can see the eyes are done in a different paint to make it look like lens in there, which is a very nice detail. It is hard to see that in person because this is a smaller figure. So I do appreciate that extra step they went to. The hair is kind of a rubber material like the other Predators. All of his beads and everything are very well painted. The shoulder armor here does lift up in that, so it doesn't hinder articulation. The same with this side. He, of course, comes with his plasma caster, which was a big plot point in the film. I'm trying to get it back. It is on a ball joint. It does have a little bit of a tendency to pop up when you move it around, but it's easy enough to get on again. It's also articulated at the bottom here and up here. So you get a good range of motion. You can kind of get it back into whatever position you want. At the back, he's got his little pouch here where he stores things. Side armor. His gauntlet doesn't open up to reveal the computer or anything like that in it. His necklace here, nice and tight around the body, which I like, so it doesn't flop around when you move him around. It stays pretty well where it should. Heavily armored chest. And this is this strap here is kind of a rubber, which goes down to his belt and loincloth area, also rubber. Same thing on the back, very similar. On this side, he has his blade. Now, I'm not sure if it's just mine or if it's all of them, but this is as far as it goes in, so it is out quite a ways, and it just pulls out just a little bit. So I don't know if maybe mine is supposed to go in a little bit more, so it's just that, or if it is meant to stick out quite a bit. Either way, I usually like this out, so that's fine by me. Going down, you can see the legs. This netting is sculpted in, very cleanly painted, very impressive. As we go down, we see his knife in the sheath here. This knife is removable. Very deadly looking blade. It does just slide back in there. And I like that they made that removable. It would have been so easy to just leave that sculpted in there or leave it out entirely. So I like that they went that extra mile. Moving on to the shin armor. Again, very detailed. You can see the little texture in it, like it's been worn from battle. Then to his shoes. He's got his claws all around there. Well, I'm not sure if they are actually claws or if it's just part of his shoes there. And he has peg holes on the bottom. So moving on to our articulation, and he is a little bit limited because of his bulky frame and all of his armor. So the head will go around 360 degrees. Of course, the hair does hinder that articulation, but it is movable. He is on a ball peg, but he doesn't really look up too much or down. So he is pretty limited there. As mentioned, the shoulder armor does lift up, so it will help move out of the way of articulation. Of course, you wouldn't want to put the arm up like this and display it like that, but you can. It will rotate 360 degrees. It does go out and up a very good amount. The elbow is a double bend. The forearm does swivel. There is a little bit of an ab crunch, but it doesn't go forward that much. It's more side-to-side movement. And again, that strap does hinder that a little bit, but that is the design of the film, so there's not much they can do about that. As far as kicking back, you can go that far. You can kick forward like that. It's got a double bend knee. You can go all the way back. There's no thigh swivel or anything like that. Nothing down here. The feet do go forwards and backwards and side to side. There isn't really much of an ankle rocker. So these are re-engineered bodies. compared to the Predator 2 one. They've heard complaints about the joints being loose or breaking and stuff like that. And if you saw my review for the City Hunter Predator 2 figure, I did have a loose knees and one foot that wouldn't really move. This is very, very solid. It doesn't feel weak in any way. These are very strong, so I give Hiya kudos to for improving the figure design here. The only issue I have with the figure, and I think again it's more of a design for the film here because of the bulkiness, is the arms don't really go closer to the body. This is as close to the body as you can get them, unless you turn them at the bicep here and kind of move them in like that. You can't be in like a straight arm down kind of pose. But predators, you're probably going to want in a more action pose, holding their weapons and stuff like that. So that's not too bad. So once again, Hiya has delivered an impressive figure full of detail in such a small size. I really want to give them credit for improving the joints on the figure and delivering a much more solid feeling action figure. I think no matter what your thoughts on the Alien vs. Predator film is, it's still a pretty cool design and would make a great addition to your Predator collection. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.